Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be playing I Spy in Clash Royale. And the reason why it's called I Spy is because, just like last video, all the cards are going to rhyme. And when I'm reading out the cards, it feels like I'm reading an I Spy poem just because everything rhymes. So this time we're going to try a different rhyme. Last video was the Oot deck, and this video is the Ite deck. So we have a card that takes flight, a card that is white, a card that uses candlelight, a card that ignites, a card with no sight, because from the looks of it their helmets cover their eyes, so I would assume they have no sight, a card that is meganite, a card that is bright, and then a card with cellulite. So this is what we're going to try to win with today, the Ite deck. And I realized something a couple of days ago when we visited the Grand Canyon. It's something that I thought was really cool, and it's something that kind of related to the real world in some way. I think the Grand Canyon, what I realized is that it's different from a lot of other wonders of the world and a lot of other things that you sightsee because. Okay. Yeah, that's not good timing by me there. Just give me 1 second here to not lose my tower. But what I realize is that a lot of other tourist attractions that you see, you can see them for miles away. Mount Everest, the Eiffel Tower, the Colosseum, all of these things are tall, they're big, you can see them from miles away, they're very obviously there, you can kind of see them as you're traveling there. But the Grand Canyon isn't like that because it's such a flat place. The environment is so flat that you really don't see the Grand Canyon until you're on top of it. I'll show you one of the pictures that I took from there. And you can see, if you look on the horizon, it's so flat. It's almost perfectly flat. It's just a complete straight line on the horizon. There's not really any hills, and so it's not like you're on top of a hill and you're kind of looking down and you can see the Grand Canyon below you. It's just completely flat, and you pretty much have to get to the edge in order to see it. And I think that a lot of people expect other people's struggles and sadnesses and, insecurities and all these things. I think they expect it to be like most tourist attractions where it's obvious. There's signs, you can see it from far away. It's very present, it's very obviously there, but in reality, a lot of people's struggles, a lot of people's feelings, and a lot of people's sadness is really like the Grand Canyon, where it's not obvious. It's pretty much hidden there, and you only really see it once you stumble on top of it. And so it's just kind of a reminder to treat everyone with kindness, because you really don't know what's going on in their life. They most likely have struggles and insecurities, things that they're working on that are completely hidden, and they may be big things too, because the Grand Canyon is super wide. It's like, it varies, but at some points it's almost 20 miles wide, but most of the time it's closer to 10. But 10 miles wide is a huge crevice, just like it kind of represents how some people may have huge issues. They may have huge ravines in their life, and you still may not even see it until you're right on top of it. So it's just kind of a good representation of how we should treat people, because a lot of, especially people that may be mean to you, that may mistreat you, a lot of those people are the ones that are struggling the most. You may think that they are just a bad person, but in most cases they're just struggling with some kind of sadness or trauma, and they're taking it out on you or somebody else. So just kind of a reminder today to be kind to everyone, because everyone's going to have some kind of hidden hole or ravine in their life, and oftentimes you're You're not going to see it. There's not going to be signs. It's not going to be obvious. It's not going to be something that you can see for miles away. It's going to be something completely hidden that you're, almost never going to know about unless they tell you or unless you see it. But that was kind of the thing that I was thinking of when I saw the Grand Canyon, of how it's kind of a hidden a hidden wonder of the world, even though it's so big and wide, you still don't really see it until you're on top of it. So that's just a little reminder for you all today. Hopefully you learned something. That was the rhyming I Spy deck, and we did win, even though I would say it wasn't too fair since he had Expo and we had Mega Knight and Recruits. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all soon.